Hello, I'm CammyG and welcome back to our Fortnite Save the World daily update videos. So we're a bit late on this one, I appreciate that. I had to go to bed early last night, but yeah, we've got the video out. So going over daily store, daily quests, mission alerts, and just anything daily basically. So starting here in the store, we have the upgrade llama. As you can see, this one's gone gold. As why I always say it's worth to come on just to check to see if your upgrade llama has gone gold. We've got a nice wall trap in there, wall spikes, and a weapon. That could be, it could have been a mythic lead, it could be a legendary survivor, so it's always worth coming on to check. And then we have the superhero llama as the limited time, which is 1,000 tickets, which is a lot. So honestly, I wouldn't get this unless there's a hero that you're desperately after. But bearing in mind, the heroes that you'll get with this can be gotten with flux, so you could just get it with flux using gold each week. So it's up to you. But probably would avoid if I were you. Right, war games. So Canny, we have Hex with Rolling Fog, so you can easily AFK this. Definitely check out our playlists in the description for all these areas if you don't have trap tunnels to AFK these. We have Quantum Countdown with Full Time Entwine, easily AFKable. Plankton has Trapped Out, so we can't use traps, so you won't be able to AFK that one. And then Stonewood, you can AFK as well with those modifiers, so that's lovely stuff. And then for the Endurance Daily, we have Canny Valley. So yeah, you can get all those things pretty easily with our AFK trap tunnels. Then Horde, we have the usual 5, 10, 15, and then the weekly is difficult. The husks are faster, frenzied, enraged. They have healing death bursts, so probably want to avoid doing that if you are waiting to get that weekly challenge done. Right, to the missions. So starting in Ventures, because everyone can access the top of Ventures here, we have some nice legendary rewards here. So in the 108 even, we have a double reward on the Eliminate and Collect. So that's 2 weapons there that you get legendary editions of, which is lovely stuff. Over here we have Vanguard Southie, legendary hero. So if you don't have him, or you want to put him in the collection book, either way, that's where you can get him. Then up here we have the Hammer Crush. So legendary, sort of ranged. It's classed as an assault weapon. It shoots basically shotgun slugs, so it's like single shot, but it does a lot of damage. So yeah, if you want that weapon, there you go. Now we will head into Stonewood. So sadly, there's no V-Bucks today, but we have had it quite a few days in a row, so I feel like that's fair. One weapon I want to call out is the Super Shredder. So it's only epic, but the Super Shredder is an amazing sniper rifle. It uses shotgun ammo, and it has incredible range, incredible damage. You can even shoot multiple enemies with it if you get the spread right. So I just wanted to call that one out. Then legendary weapon, which is pretty poor, but I'll still call it out just for you guys. If I can find the mission. There we go, one shot. Legendary one shot. It's a pretty terrible sniper, but there you go. And then we'll cover the 4-player mission. So schematic XP there, probably skip that one. Hero XP, skip that one. And then up here we have schematic XP again. So we will skip that one and head into Plankton to see what juicy rewards we have in there. So starting near the bottom, we actually have some mini reward llamas. So there's 2 there. In terms of weapons and such, there's not really much going on. There is a double reward somewhere over here. So Argon Assault Rifle and Pressure Cutter. The Pressure Cutter's an alright sword. Argon Assault Rifle, a very good assault rifle. It is legendary though. So, it's up to you whether you want to just skip it and wait until you can get a legendary version. But other than that, there's not really anything to get. So I'll just cover the 4 players. We've got Survivor XP there, so I want to skip that because it's not really worth it. Hero XP there. Reason I say to skip Survivor XP, another one to skip, is because you can get these XPs very easily in other modes. Survivor XP there, you've probably already got a lot waiting around, in your resources. And then Schematic XP there. So yeah, we will head into Canny then and see if we can't get some better rewards in there, because it's been pretty poor so far, isn't it? Let's see, there's a lot of epic stuff in here. I guess there's a tar pit trap there if you don't have that. Very good at stopping smashers mid-charge, by the way. Over here, we have 4 times Survivor XP. What else have we got? Palo 58. So we'll just cover... Where's the next 4 player? There it is. 4 times Survivor XP. So we skip that one. Up here, we have the double reward. So Krypton Sword is a very good sword. Lightning Pistol is meh. It's, it is what it is. Down here we have the freeze trap though. Legendary freeze trap, fantastic trap to use. So when the enemies are frozen in that, Not only can you, shoot them or knock them off the wall launcher, but they'll also take more damage. So if you combine this with other traps, you're going to do huge damage to the enemies. So definitely worth getting that if you don't have it. We have 4 epic with a rare perk up as well on that 4-player. That's a great mission to do. Definitely recommend running that data mission towards the bottom of Canny. What else have we got? There is another mission alert worth getting. Just try to find it. I think I might have gone past it actually. Is it this one? There we go. Stormblade. So legendary Stormblade, very good sword. So if you are a sword player, then definitely get that. Check it out. Survivor XP on that 4 times, so we'll skip that one. And then over here we have 4 reperk with an epic defender, epic lead survivor. That's a pretty decent mission if you're still after those things. If you're not maxed on legendary defenders or legendary survivors, then that might be worth getting for you. That is a doctor lead survivor, by the way. There's a few more min reward lammers knocking about around here. I'll just try briefly show. So there's 2 there. What else do we have? They refill the blue glow somewhere. Kind of hard to find them sometimes. I've probably just glossed by it. Is it up there? There we go. 2 there. And then there's another cat 1 somewhere. I think that was actually that one. And then, yeah, up here, there's a cat 1 Atlas and a blue glow. They both have min reward lammers. So if you're after those, just wanted to call it out real quick. But yeah, we'll move on to Twine and see what we can get in there. Should be some nice juicy rewards in Twine, I would hope. But we'll see. So more min reward lammers, plenty of min reward lammers today. There's some here as well on this eliminate and collect. Then in the evacuate the shelter, I'll just cover these 4 plays real quick. So Survivor XP, skip that one. Survivor XP, exact same reward, skip that one. Down here we have the legendary healing pad, so that can be very useful for the top end of Twine, because obviously enemies are going to do huge damage to you, even the basic husks. So Survivor XP on that one, Survivor XP, so we're going to skip those 2, I would think. And then Cat 3 down here has a ceiling gas trap, which is pretty good. Apart from that, we'll just keep going. So 4 player missions, we have Hero XP, so skip that one. Hero XP again, so skip that one again. Survivor XP, Schematic XP. These are pretty poor so far, so we're probably going to get stuff better at the top of Twine, I would have thought. They like to sort of compensate. Ooh, there's one there, though. That's very good. So 41 Eye of the Storm, plus 4 times Lightning Ball. That's going to give you a plenty to go on. And then this mission here is the double reward. So Fortsville Slugger and the Slice and Dice. Pretty decent rewards on that one. Repair the shelter as well, which is super easy to do. 4 play missions. So here we have 2 legendary, 2 epic perk up. That's good. That's very good. Definitely run that mission if you were looking for 4 times to run. That is one of the ones that's worth doing. Then we have Hero XP again, so we'll just move on and cry ourselves to sleep. Over here we have Survivor XP again. Lovely stuff. And Survivor XP again. Wow, that's enough, I think, for today, surely, Survivor XP. Here we have 5 times reperk. That's insane. If you need reperk, that's where you're going to get it in huge amounts. Here we have Survivor XP, so we'll skip that one as well, sadly. Over here we have Legendary Ceiling Electric Field. Fantastic ceiling trap. But speaking of ceiling traps, there's one up here as well. Ceiling Zapper, going to do huge damage to a single target, that trap. You're only going to get Schematic XP for the mission itself, so if you want to wait to do it an easier mission, you can definitely wait. This trap does come up very often anyway. Let's see, what else do we have? We have 4 Storm Shard and Pure Drops of Rain on the 4 times van. That's very good rewards for that. Definitely run that if you need either of those. 4 Storm Shard with Epic Perk Up. That's insane. On the Evacuate the Shelter, definitely run that one as well. Another 4 times Storm Shard. That's all you're going to get on the Cat 4, which is quite a difficult mission. So, whether you want to do that or not, it's up to you. Probably skip that data. It's just Schematic XP. Over here, we have 5 times Storm Shard. Insane. With Enforcer Grizzly, a very good Teddy build hero. He's going to increase the damage, I believe, on that one. Or it might be the length of time on it, actually. Might be, bear with me. Over here, we have 5 Eye of the Storm with the Copper Riptide. So decent rewards on that one. Schematic XP, so we'll skip that one. And then Schematic XP as well there. So we'll skip that one. So that's your daily update. Again, apologies for doing this slightly later. Curious to see how well the video does. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Do appreciate it every single time. Hopefully you are subscribed, if you want to get these videos regularly. If not, then hit the subscribe button. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in a future video. Cheers.